What's up, guys? Dylan Rush with Cage Side Press, joined today by a bantamweight mixed martial artist boasting a 19-1 professional record, set to take on Patchy Mix in the Bellator Bantamweight Grand Prix finale at Bellator 295 on April 22nd in Honolulu, Hawaii. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, he is the interim Bellator Bantamweight Champion of the world, Raufeon Stots. How you doing?
Let's go! Let's goddamn go. God damn it.
Ready to fight
Let's
right
go.
now, right?
Hell yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
So before we get into any of that, I got to ask you, how did you choose to celebrate yesterday's Houston holiday?
Bro, I mean, it didn't set in till like kind of after I got home. And I was like training all day. Like I went and trained and then I did that thing and I didn't realize how big and cool it was. And then I went and trained again. So I really didn't do anything to celebrate. Um,
Let me
but
say real quick. Let me say real quick. Houston made, so people, if people don't know, Houston made Raufeon Stots Day, April 4th, 2023. That's dope. Did it come as a surprise? Like, when did you hear about this?
yeah, so my sponsorship manager, Everest, he told
Oh,
me
I
about
like
it
that
like
guy. I
you
met
like
that
Everest,
guy.
yeah,
He's a
Everest
cool
cool,
guy.
man. Everest
Yeah.
cool shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he freaking told me about it a week before. And the week we talked to like the counselor about like doing stuff in Houston with kids and underprivileged people and yeah, they was kind of like holding it back for a surprise because I thought it was gonna be like I was gonna go to my hood or where I grew up, Acres Home, and you know what I'm saying, I was gonna be in front of some kids and I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, sign something and
Mhm.
they was gonna give me like a little plaque or something.
You were at a
But yeah, they told
courthouse
me it
though,
was.
right?
You say what?
You were at a courthouse though, right? It looked like you were at a
Yeah, I was at
courthouse.
a courthouse. I was like at City Hall. I was at City Hall.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
with the mayor and like all the counselors and freaking a bunch of important people. So yeah, it was super cool, man. It was super cool.
That's dope, bro. I'm happy for you. That I need a day one day, man. That's dope.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. I fucking cried. I ain't think I would I got emotional and shit. Fucking,
I've,
but just
I've
like thinking about of my journey and thinking of, where my mom and like all she's done to, kind of get me and my family kind of to the point we're at. And all I've done, it's been a journey. So that was super cool, man.
I believe it, man. That's dope. All right, yo. So back to fighting real quick. Your first fight of
Yeah.
this Bellator Bantamweight World Grand Prix was 364 days before this upcoming finale. Almost a year to the day. You
Yeah.
KO Juan Archuleta, vicious head kick, the knee connected. How does it feel to be headed back to Hawaii?
Man, Hawaii feels like my home away from home in fighting. I think I've had a lot of fights in Connecticut with Bellator, but I've been either Connecticut or Hawaii, so I've been Hawaii 3 times now. I made my debut in Hawaii. I won my, belt, my interim belt in Hawaii, and now I get to, win $1 million in Hawaii. So, I feel right at home. I love the Hawaiian people. I love being there. It's a beautiful place. It's paradise on earth.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I couldn't be, I'm pretty happy about fighting there.
Undefeated on Hawaiian soil.
Undefeated on Hawaiian soil.
Hell yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I've had great time every time. Great performances and great times every time I've been out to Hawaii.
So you seem like a very calm, cool, and collected guy, but I gotta ask you this. I've never asked a question like this, but this is definitely the biggest fight of your life. I think you'd agree. The stakes are high. You know the stakes. You
Yeah.
have anxiety leading up. How do you deal with the anxiety, the nervousness that goes into leading into this fight?
So and I was talking to Marlene Esparza. She's a WBC boxing champion. She's unified the belts at her division. And we were talking about like anxiety or fight buildup, and kind of where your headspace is. And for me, and I know everybody is different, I feel like anxiety is kind of like it's what you make it. Like for me, I feel the anxiety is excitement. Like I'm excited. Like the way I don't feel anxiety, I feel excitement. Like, oh, I get to go in there and I get to do this thing and I get to, I mean, my training is super hard. So like the fight time is like that's fun. So I'm ready for that. Yeah, so I don't really get anxiety. I get excited about, being in there, facing a big challenge. He's a tough dude. Every one of these tough guys, I'm excited to get in there and like see what they got, like see if they, you know what I'm saying, can stand the test. Cause I know for a fact that I'm gonna bring it every time. So yeah, I don't really get anxiety about it, you know. And I don't like, I also do a lot of kind of visualization of being in the moment. You know, before every round, you know, I'm picturing, you know, being in a stadium, being, you know, in front of somebody, you know, feeling the feels. So I'm like kind of I'm used to that, like being in a fight, you know, so I don't really get that anxiety. The only thing I get like kind of close to the fight when I get to the back room, you know, I look myself in the mirror, and then I'm just like, I'm like, hey, motherfucker, you gonna go or you not gonna go? Like, you gonna fucking perform? Let's fucking go. Let's do this. You know what I mean? You like, you done came too far only to come this far. Like, let's go, you know? That's the only thing, you know, I feel like anxiety wise, I get.
You're your own Burt Watson, man. You're putting Burt out of a job. You're hyping yourself up.
For sure, yeah, no, fuck yeah, hell yeah. You know, I'm my own hype man, and that's like a daily, like a or hourly thing. You know, I'm constantly, you know, I'm fighting what do you call it, doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly fighting doubt. You know, anytime I have a sliver of, oh man, he could do this. You know, I reinforce, you know, some positive affirmation, you know, to combat that, and yeah, I feel like my mind is kind of my biggest asset, you know, especially when it comes to fighting. So yeah.
I definitely feel all of that. Listen, I'm not a fighter, but I'm a person, you know, I get anxiety sometimes. And I just try to remind myself, try to turn it into excitement. If I'm nervous before, you
Yeah,
know, an event or something, just like I'm happy that I'm feeling anxious. I'm happy that I've worked my way to a position where there's something to feel anxious about. Because if I didn't feel anxious about anything, nothing's going on, man. So
exactly. You probably dead or some shit.
yeah, exactly.
Not good things. Yeah.
So you're in Houston right now. How's the fight camp been
Yeah.
going? I'm assuming most of the camp has been in Houston.
Yeah, so most of the camps have been in Houston. I've been here with Eve Edwards. We got Adrian Yanez in the corner, Matt Schnell, Cameron Smotherman. I did a little bit of work with I did like a week in Washington with Ryan Hall, Corey Sanhagen,
Oh,
and
that's dope.
Newfell, you know, to get some BJJ looks. I got a really good BJJ instructor here, Travis Took, and so I'm there 3 times a week, or no, 2 times a week. And then I'm also working, you know, with Eves and Michael Corley at Heritage Muay Thai, all here in Houston. Also, Phil, why am I just blanking on his last name? But Coach Phil, yeah, I'm working with him at O Athletic with strength and conditioning. So yeah, everything kind of has been here in Houston. Also, Eric Nixon came out,
I saw
you know,
that.
and came out and gave me some work and some direction, and yeah, so I've been blessed, you know. I can do everything here, you know, spend time with my family in my downtime, and train my ass off.
That video of Eve and Eric, right when after the training was over, and they just were like, you said it's like two kids.
God, motherfuckers was fucking kids in a candy store. Fucking, oh, let me show you this. Oh shit, let me show you this. Motherfuckers was there for hours, bro. Hours, which is great. They both got so much information and so much knowledge, you know, in the sport. You know, they're amazing coaches, you know. But it is funny. Like, I was ready to get the fuck out, out of there. But
Your impersonation of Eric back in December was fucking spot on, bro. I talked to Eric in an interview about that. He thought you did a good job, man. He was proud.
bro, I love Eric, bro. It's funny too, because like I didn't think I would like him just from, or I didn't think I would click as well. Not that I didn't like him. I didn't think that I would click as well or as good as I do with Eric. I thought he was like a meathead, you know, like a fucking meathead guy. But he's a cool fucking dude. I like Eric a lot, man.
I've heard a few fighters say that. Like they didn't think they were gonna gel with him at first, and like it was like he was a great coach. It was perfect.
He's great, bro. He's great. He's knowledgeable, and he's a cool dude, man. He fucking cool, bro.
How long
He
have you
cool.
been working with Eve Edwards?
Yeah, so I started working with Eves a little bit after the Juan Archuleta fight. So I because I did my camp in Vegas, and then while I was back home, I had heard that Eves was around, but I never like got a chance to work with him. Then one day, me, Adrian Yanez, Cameron Smotherman, kind of had like a session with him, and I want to say almost like a year ago. Yeah, but it was a little bit after the Juan Archuleta fight, probably like 4 to 6 weeks after the that fight.
Yanez is getting the win this weekend against Raufeon.
Fuck yeah, Yanez getting, bro. That dude is good, man. His hands are so fucking crisp. I'm excited, to see that matchup. But I definitely, that guy works hard, and I'm 100% sure he's gonna fucking, get the finish, get another bonus, and fucking go on about his business, man. He's a he's one of the training partners that help push me, and I kind of admire, I admire his work ethic. I admire kind of what they're building here, because if y'all didn't know, his coach, their coach died here. Like, I moved here, and Coach Solis, I was expected to be coached by him, but he died like the week I got here. And that team, with Adrian Yanez and Cameron Smotherman and Jacob Silva, and Matt Ashwell, all these guys, Justin Torres, they pretty much just kept their team together and just started working out. Adrian kind of took the lead, kind of a coaching role, being like a fighter. That's a tough thing to do, but he, took it on, getting his work, helping other people, coaching. He's cornering on the weekends, So yeah, I admire him a lot, and I definitely believe he's gonna get the fucking W.
So your corner, is it 3 people for a championship fight? Is it Nixick, Eves, and someone else, or is it just them 2?
Yeah, it'll be Nixick, Eve, and Cameron Smotherman.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be my corner. I think I get some more people in there or whatever, which I don't know. My manager might pop in, my nutritionist might pop in. I might have had 4 corners last time. I don't know.
Jason, your nutritionist, or is he nutritionist of someone else?
No, Jason. Yeah, Jason is my nutritionist.
That
Yeah.
dude's cool. I like that guy. That's
Hell
cool.
yeah, he gonna be there too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll be in the corner too. Yeah, he's been helping me since freaking I fought Magomed probably 2 years ago.
And the
And he
bench
just helped me, like I didn't even have to pay him,
really?
He just like helped me. He helped me like with my rehydration. I think I lost or I spilled my drink or something, and he like gave me a drink, and then he just like helped me, obviously I pay him now, because I appreciate him. But
Seems like
yeah,
you're happy with the management. You're happy with Brian and Sucker Punch and all those guys.
yeah, for sure, man. Brian does a great job. They got me to this point, man. I'm happy with everybody, man. Even like Rufus Sport, I think back, like they really freaking, helped develop, a good foundation for me, and I'm forever appreciative and indebted to them for that, Now, I mean, I still, am in contact with all those guys, and I, love and cherish all those guys too.
I always do this with all my interviews. We start talking about a bunch of stuff. I forget to talk about the fight that's coming up. So I got to ask you a little bit about yourself, Patchy.
Yeah.
How do you feel your wrestling ability, your striking ability matched up with that of Patchy Mixes?
Yeah, I think that's just it. My wrestling and striking is gonna be way better than him. Not that he can't wrestle or can't strike, I just think I have more tools in that division. And I have, like, if it was strictly wrestling or strictly striking, I think I would have the advantage, So I got to use that to my advantage, take him in deep waters, kind of in those areas, and that, it's obvious, where he's good. Obviously, he's getting better too, so I have to account for that. But I'm hella confident that I can beat him everywhere, So and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a mixed martial artist, so he's gonna have to show me, that he can implement his game plan, which is to choke me out. Apparently, I ain't never been fucking choked out in a fight. We gonna fucking see if you gonna be able to choke me out, bro. But yeah,
I was gonna say he's known as like a backpack. We've seen what he's done in past fights, what he did with Horiguchi. Would you say there was a little bit more of a heightened focus on like working with someone on your back for this camp as opposed to
So, and that's why I went with Sanhagen to Ryan Hall's gym. I got some good work with those guys over there, and a lot of those jiu-jitsu players there. I also brought in Cameron Graves, who's pretty much his same size and build and skill set. He likes to attack the back, likes to attack kind of guillotines. Yeah, and that was, one thing that I focus on this camp. I focus on, beating Patchy Mix, when I fought Sabatello before, I was just, as far as my training, I should have like focused more on, beating Sabatello. I was just like getting better, and I didn't bring any wrestlers in. I didn't have like not one wrestler in my camp. I lied in an interview and I said, I was like, yeah, man, I'm working with Sabatello's close partner, and it got back to, they must have heard the interview or something, or watching the interview, and then like people around me was getting like questioned, because it is some people that like train with Sabatello, but yeah, they was like getting accused of working with me and stuff. But yeah, no, I was bullshitting, bro. I didn't work with no wrestlers, and I have to be aware with Patchy, because Patchy is dangerous, he's dangerous. So I gotta be comfortable defending the positions that he's gonna be and be able to be offensive, when I can. So I really focus on Patchy, I talk shit a lot and I bullshit a lot, but when it comes to getting in work, I know what I need to do. So that's what I did.
I think Danny Sabatello is going to be there in Hawaii in a few weeks.
Oh yeah, and I'm definitely finna talk some shit to him while I'm there. He gonna probably hate me by the end of his fucking career, He's been a little more quiet, which is nice, but I will forever not like that dude.
You mentioned trash talk. I know you're focused on the fight. I know, but you guys have gone a little bit back and forth, you and Patchy. I've seen some stories. He's talking. He told me in an interview that he's training to kill, you're training to survive. When you hear stuff like that, what do you think of?
Yeah, how am I? I mean, that's what he's forced to believe. You know what I mean? We gonna see, bro. We gonna see. If I'm training to survive, like, we're gonna see how you gonna look or how you gonna feel, after the fight, And when he says kill, motherfucker, what you gonna do? You gonna hop on my goddamn back and try to fucking choke me out? You gonna hop on my neck and try to squeeze for life, bro? You're not finna kill me there. You know what I mean? So you can try to kill me all you want, but when you get in fucking denied and fucking trying over and over again and it's not fucking working, it's gonna be pretty easy to kill your bitch ass. So we gonna see, bro. And bro, that type of shit, I can't wait for that shit. Bring me that energy, bro. Okay, you gonna fucking try to kill me. It's been a lot of motherfuckers. It's been 19 motherfuckers that tried to kill me. You know what I mean? So we gonna see, bro.
I can't wait for this fight, man. I'm looking forward to this fight more than any other fight. I gotta ask you just one more fight. I got like two more questions. I'm gonna let you go on.
Yeah, all right, go ahead, man. I got nothing but time.
Pettis versus Patricio, Bellator 297, June 16th in Chicago. It's for the Bellator Bantamweight strap. Were you surprised when they made that? Were you in the loop? Or
well, I knew about it. Just because me and Sergio got the same kind of circles. And I knew they were kind of working on that for Sergio. And I'm happy that it, kind of happened, because otherwise I know Sergio is been out for like a year. So he probably chomping at the bit to, fight. And I've been pretty active here. And then after this meal, I'm gonna probably at least take a month, to fucking hang out and chill with the fam. So I'm not like eager to get right back in the camp, So this will be a nice like downtime for me. And it'll keep, Sergio and Patricio busy. So yeah, I think it's an amazing matchup. I think it's an amazing, twist to the storyline of the bantamweight division, and brings a lot of eyes to the bantamweight division. And I can't wait to fight the winner.
I'm not gonna ask you what you're gonna do with the million, because I think at least 20 different journalists are gonna ask you that question. I know that's like the last thing you're thinking about, but I want to ask you this. This is another weird one, but your lone defeat came at the hands of Merab Dvalishvili, looking for a fight. Where was that? Kansas City, was it?
No, it was in Atlantic City.
Atlantic City. Oh shit, that's cool. So that night or the next day or that week, those months, you probably were like, shit, fuck, this sucks. It was awful. But now look at you. A couple years later, you're fighting for $1 million. You're the interim champion. You haven't lost since. You're undefeated in Bellator, undefeated on Hawaiian soil. So do you feel like everything happens for a reason? Everything played out the way that it was supposed to?
However cliche that shit sound, especially at the time. At that time, maybe me and my wife were like talking about it. It was like, yeah, everything happened for a reason. If I lost, it was for a reason. At that time, you're like, fuck that, bro. That's fuck that, bro. That don't matter, bro. This shit suck. This shit is awful, you know. But time heals all wounds, and I definitely feel like I needed that to further my martial arts experience and further, you know, being better as a martial artist. So I definitely needed that, you know. Granted, I wish I would have learned those lessons without having to take that L, but I definitely needed that lesson, you know, and I'm better for it, you know. I haven't lost. I think 11. I think I didn't fought since that. Or
A bunch.
yeah.
So many. I don't know.
So many, yeah. Yeah, 12, 12 fights, I think. Whatever. But yeah, so I definitely needed that fight, and I needed that you know, lesson, and everything happens for a reason, man. So it might sound cliche too, but I wouldn't be where I'm at today without that, you know. So I'm appreciative to that, you know. Of course, you know, I want to get that back, you know, because I'm a human being, but I'm happy it happened. I'm happy I'm at where I'm at now.
100%, 100%. All right, last question. Win, lose, or draw, Raufeon Stots. What do you want people to be saying about you, thinking about you? What do you want your reputation or even your legacy to be?
You know what? I've fucking heard you say that to a lot of people. So I have been thinking about that a lot. And I think I just want, you know, to be known as somebody who elevates the people around me, you know. Like I want to take care of the people around me. Whether that be my family, whether that be my coaching staff, whether that be my training partners. I want people to pretty much, if they interact with me, I want their life to be elevated, you know, whether I, you know, give them knowledge, whether I, you know, they learn something from me. I give them money, you know. I want to elevate the people around me.
Like you said, I've asked that question probably 250 times, 250 different people. I love answers just like that. That's a great answer. You put it so well. I appreciate it. That's a good one. Raufeon Stots, April 22nd, Bellator 295. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Patchy, let's go.